If there's one car, one modern Nissan that reminds me of the old Nissan, you know, those fast, practical, stupidly simple cars from the 80s and the 90s, it's gotta be this one, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. What's going on, guys? Roy Robles here from Zigwheels.Ph, and today we'll be reviewing the 2024 Nissan Almera VL Turbo. First of all, do not adjust your speakers or your headphones. My voice is really like this. There seems to be a bug going on around and I've caught it. But hey, let's talk about the Nissan Almera. First of all, the Nissan Almera for 2024 has been updated with this huge front grille. It's more sporty, more aggressive, and it features that all-new Nissan badge. You now have full LED implementation, at least in the VL Turbo variant, right here for the headlamps, the DRLs, and the fog lamps. But now overall, this look right here reminds me a lot of the old Nissan. I miss the old Nissan, the I don't care Nissan, that I want to hit you in the face Nissan. And it's right here in this sedan. The Almera really gives you this resolve that even though you're buying a budget subcompact sedan, you can still be proud about what you're driving right here, and especially in this moon pearl gray color scheme that is available and exclusive to the VL Turbo variant. This really looks badass, and in my opinion, might be one of the most aggressive, more sporty subcompact sedans in the market today. And over here, right on the side profile of the Nissan Almera, it doesn't feature a lot of changes from the previous pre-facelifted model, but you have those really amazing 5-spoke alloy wheels. Those are 16-inch alloy wheels shot in 205, 55, R16 tires. And if you ask me, they actually look kind of great, especially in this color scheme. It matches the entire scheme of the entire car, especially with the two-tone look. I like the character line that subtly sweeps across the side from the front fender all the way to the back. And check this out, this kink right here, this is just perfection for me because it gives you this fastback design, and it doesn't really look like a lot of those 3-box design sedans in the market today. At the back of the Nissan Almera, you might want to find this similar from the previous one, but this time around, it has this updated lower lip right there at the rear, and you don't see the exhaust port at all. The tail lamps are smoked out. It even has this black eyeliner around it, so it looks like an eyeliner to me, but it gives you, again, that sporty, aggressive look. Check this out. The new Nissan Almera also has this updated key fob here, giving you access to such features like remote start and a button to open up the rear trunk. As you can see, it gives you access to all this space. This is one of the most cavernous spaces for the subcompact sedan class that I've ever seen in a while. Overall, the exterior of the Nissan Almera features enough changes to make it refreshed and revitalized, especially for 2024 in an increasingly cutthroat subcompact sedan market. If you think the subcompact sedans are dead, don't tell that to Nissan, because the Almera is quite a looker. But let's take a look at inside and see what changes are there for 2024. All right, so inside the Nissan Almera VL Turbo, you got these blue accents right here on the dashboard, right here on the seats, which gives it a little bit more sophistication, if you may. I love the leather that's wrapped around this D-shaped steering wheel. It gives you a more engaging feel and an engaging sensation, especially when you're driving, and wraps around your hands quite nicely. And you got full buttons right here. You got your volume and your media buttons right here on the left side, and your cruise control buttons right here on the right. Now, if you notice, there is this button right here on top. It says SOS. That SOS button links to Nissan Connect. If you want to know more about Nissan Connect and all its features, we'll be putting a link right here. That's right, there's a link right there, and a link on the description box as well to give you more information about Nissan Connect. It's quite interesting. It's quite modern and straightforward, where you actually link your phone to your car and gives you access to all these amazing features. We won't be discussing that right here because I want to send you over to that video to give you more information, a more in-depth review. But anyway, right here on the dashboard, the gauge cluster features an analog dial right here on the right side and a nice colored digital display right here, giving you all the information you need. But this is the star of the show for me. This nice touchscreen infotainment system. This is one of the most responsive and intuitive touchscreens out there. There's no lag at all. You've got some volume knobs here as well, and you've got some nice dials, no touchscreens here. You got this nice center console here featuring the shifter. You got a start-stop engine, a 12-volt socket, but oddly enough, there's no USB-C. You only have USB-A and an aux jack right there. Here's the biggest change, and my favorite change in the Nissan Almera, a center armrest, and I call that a win. The steering wheel is adjustable for both reach and rake, and thanks to Nissan's zero gravity seats. Zero gravity seats for me is more than just a marketing term. These are actually one of the more comfortable seats that I've seen in this class. They're manually operated, sure, but during long drives, we took this out to La Union, and I gotta say, even though during that long drive, during the entire experience, my bum and my back never really felt a lot of the stress during the drive, and that's what's important to me. Overall, the cockpit is great. You got good visibility all around. It feels like the Nissan Sentra, if you guys remember the Nissan Sentra, is still with us. It's just smaller in a more compact package in the Almera. All right, so in the back, the seat of the Nissan Almera, well, here's the thing. The previous generation Nissan Almera is one of the, had one of the biggest cargo and passenger space subcompact sedans in the market. And this one, well, this is where it kind of took a step back. It's still pretty spacious here. I've got a lot of space for my knees, my feet here. But because of the raking roof line right here, it seems to be covering a lot of the head space for me. I can always lounge back easily here, but sometimes I want to sit up straight, but no, it's gonna ruin my hair, which is already ruined in itself. Definitely could use more space here, but I think they did this in order to get more cargo space in the trunk, so this is suboptimal for me at least. You got a center tunnel right here, which impedes space and footroom for a third passenger if you're gonna put one. At least you got a nice center armrest here with two cup holders, a solitary USB port right there. Again, it's quite a problem for me, especially when I'm seated right here. But for normal height Filipinos, they probably won't be having a problem here. It's just me and my 5'10.5" frame and my long torso that's having some problems. So let's take this out for a drive, and I'm gonna show you the way this performs out on the road. And I know you guys want to know about fuel economy, because if you're thinking about buying a subcompact sedan, speed isn't really your primary concern. It's more of the fuel economy. So let's talk about that. All right, so we're behind the wheel of the new 2024 Nissan Almera. This is the VL turbo variant, which means it has all the bells and whistles, which I'll be talking about in a bit. The engine is a 1-liter, 3-cylinder, direct injection turbocharged mill that makes 100 horsepower and 152 Newton meters of torque. It's mated to a Xtronic CVT transmission system, so it gives you smooth acceleration without any of the shift shock or lag that you're used to with usual automatics and even dual clutch transmissions. And yes, it is one of the more smooth compact sedans out there, subcompact sedans, and it feels a lot more peppy than most other sedans thanks to that turbocharger and small displacement engine. Now when it comes to acceleration, the acceleration isn't going to be heart-stopping. It's pretty fast. Don't get me wrong, it is pretty quick, but you're not going to reach that 220 kilometer per hour number right there on the gauge cluster. It's a sedan, it's a nice family car, it's a good first car. You shouldn't be taking this out on the track. Let's talk about suspension. You've got McPherson struts up front and a torsion bar in the back, which is pretty standard when it comes to these kinds of cars. Yeah, you got disc brakes up front and a drum brake in the back. The brakes are pretty good. They're not gonna give you the best bite in a track situation, but during daily drives, it works perfectly fine. and the suspension gives you just enough give to be comfortable in the city, but not too wallowy to be boat-like. So it's just right for me. The steering is electronically powered, so it's pretty light on its feet, and thanks to the electronic power steering, it does save up on fuel as well. NVH levels in the Nissan Almera is pretty good as well. It does a great job with keeping the outside world from you, thanks to the insulation. Yeah, it's pretty nice, and it works with the suspension system really great. Let's talk about fuel economy. This is the part where you guys want to know about. Fuel economy on the Nissan Almera, the VL Turbo variant, is pretty good. It's pretty good, I gotta say. 9 to 10 kilometers per liter in the city, and out on the highway, you get 19 to 20 kilometers per liter on the highway. That's right. It only has a 35-liter fuel tank though, so it feels and looks like it's thirstier than it actually is. But truth be told, if you can get 350 kilometers out of one full tank, it's all nice and dandy. Safety features include 6 airbags, ABS with electronic brake force distribution. It even has vehicle dynamic control. It's got moving object detection and a 360-degree camera system, and intelligent forward collision warning, intelligent emergency braking, thanks to Nissan's intelligent mobility system. The VL Turbo definitely gives you all the bells and whistles because it has rear cross traffic alert, it's got blind spot monitoring systems and all that. Plus, again, you've got Nissan Connect app, which you can actually have an app you can install on your phone so that you can give you full control over your Nissan vehicle. Again, heading over to this link or the link down below in the description box to give you more information about Nissan Connect. It's a great service from Nissan. You'd love it. Pricing for the Nissan Almera starts at 839,000 pesos for the entry-level EL model. You can get the mid-grade VE model at 1,059,000 pesos. But if you're gonna get a Nissan Almera, get this one. This is the full-fat version. The VL Turbo trim can be had at 1,149,000 pesos. Now, why do I say that you should get the top-of-the-line model? Well, the top-of-the-line model gets Nissan Connect. You also get 5 years worth of warranty or 150,000 kilometers, whichever comes first, because the lower models only get 100,000 kilometers or 3 years, whichever comes first. So you'll definitely get your money's worth if you're getting the Nissan Almera VL Turbo. If you're thinking about getting a modern sedan with all these safety features, go ahead, check out the Nissan Almera, and you wouldn't regret it. So there you have it, folks. It's the 2024 Nissan Almera VL Turbo. When I say something is disgustingly simple, don't take that as a dig. Instead, it's a compliment. This is the modern or car equivalent to a point-and-shoot camera, where all you have to do is point, click, and then you get a great product. All you gotta do is just steer it to whatever direction you need to be, and it'll get you there as quickly as you can, but as efficiently as well. But what do you think? Drop me a comment in the comment section down below, and while you're at it, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification icon so you wouldn't miss any of our videos. This is Roy Robles from Zigwheels.Ph. I will see you guys next time when I get my voice, but hey, stay frosty.